Yeah. What's up, y'all? Shit, man. I've been out the loop, lightweight. You know, life has balled up its fist and was swinging on the god, but thankfully, um, I weathered the storm with no assistance from anything supernatural. Nothing invisible. It was all Chris. Um, and it's a good thing I think this way because the tragedies that have surrounded me, if I thought that there was a being that would allow such bullshit to hit so many non-deserving people, I go nuts, and I never understood that about religious people. So much fucked up shit could happen to people that you know to be good people, or at the very least not deserving of death or crippling or maiming or anything like that. And then the shit happens, and then you chalk it up to God's plan. What a fucked up plan. It's really fucked up. So now that I believe that this is just shit that happens, that there is no great organizer or maestro, I can handle shit a lot different. I think in a more constructive way, whereas I'm not looking for miracles or magic to happen. I know if I want something to happen, I got to do it myself. So I believe in Chris. But anyway, so I've been able to dip in, dip out, but I haven't really fully been able to absorb everything that's been going on. And I'm going to be honest, um, it's like a heroin addict, quitting heroin. YouTube has been a part of my everyday interaction, and for this shit to hit me so heavy, and it removed me from being so active in it, and being a passive observer. Uh, um, Not even a sixth man. Like I was further down the bench. Like I didn't even suit up, or better yet, I didn't break a sweat. So but now that everything, the waters have calmed, I've been able to go back and do as much catching up. Man, these hangouts be so motherfucking long, man. You know, um, Unless you are actively live there, it's hard to watch that playback, man, because we talking hours. The only way you can do that is if you're doing that and something else to get through your day. But to sit down and sit still and listen to that shit, Jesus Christ, that shit is too real. I can't um I can't do it. But yeah, I was able to catch the bits and pieces, man. I want to first address Madhead, and like I said, I'm not really going. This will just be, a light dusting, because I've had this dance with Madhead 100 times. So he made a video talking about the character assassination of me. And for the record, man, all of y'all, Madhead, everybody, stop calling me pro Black Chris. That was a whack ass name made up by who the fuck knows. Um, it's just tired. It was whack when it first started. The only reason why I took it is for the sake of whatever. Now, and again, I've always fought back. I'm like, my name is Chris, and I got other fucking pages. Call me by that, but pro Black Chris, I mean, it's so tired. I mean, really, it sounds like a cameo in Shaft. You know what I'm saying? Like pro Black Chris is a guy in a black exploitation movie that rhymes when he talks, and he sells dashikis. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's Shaft looking for his weekly Stone Cold dashiki. I don't stop doing that for me. I don't, god damn. I'm Chris. You all know my fucking name. Y'all seen my government. You've seen everything fucking about me. I mean, really, is there anybody more transparent than I? I mean, fuck, this pro Black Chris shit gets on my fucking nerves. It's weak. Anyway, he made a video talking about, I mean, really, in my opinion, nothing. Madhead doesn't really argue the points. He throws a lot of stuff out there. He even argues invisible points. Like he'll say shit like his first point he made, that I had made the point that he made a video to me, and he said, no, 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 I didn't make a video to you. It was for Madam Whip Ass. And I'm like, I mean, one, I don't see how that's an argument worth making. Two, you know, at best, she was a co-star. Your whole video was based around my comments to her, you know. So without me participating in her chat room that night, you wouldn't have made the video, because it wasn't a celebration of Madam's work. It was to rebut everything that I had said in her chat. So at best, she was the co-star, but I was the headliner, you know. But again, you know, he wants to argue that. He made a point that I said that Corinne Gaines' son, that I hoped he grew up to be Nat Turner. And then he said, oh, you don't want him to be a doctor or a lawyer? And it's like, no, no, you cannot defeat the system that snuffed out his mother's life with a PhD. There's been black doctors since we've been on the plantation. And when I say a doctor in that sense on the plantation, somebody was in charge of the goddamn healing and medicine and all that other shit. So it's been in existence since we've been here, and the system persists. You only beat a system with a revolution, you know. But he'll be like, oh, but you want him to be Bin Laden and all this other shit. So, you know, he doesn't argue the point at all. He'll say shit like, what else did he say? And he'll do a chop shop job of audio, like the Beasley conversation I had with him, with Beasley, and Beasley asked the question, hey, that's not what I asked you. And he cut it off. He didn't, you know, play my response. And, you know, he argues deceitfully, intentionally, you know. And then, like I said, him being the guy who diagnosed the sector as Tommy's universe, and then to measure me by my acrimony or lack thereof of Tommy, puts him in that Soto Nation membership, you know, because who is Tommy to be measuring me by? You know, you think higher of Tommy than I do. And, you know, his whole thing is Chris says white people are to blame for everything. White people are all powerful and black people have no power. And yes, that is my premise. He won't argue that. He won't argue against it like, oh, well, here's an instance where white people don't have power, this and that. You know, he just basically just keeps throwing things against the wall where I stand firm. White people have all the power. Now, prove me wrong. But MADHEAD won't do that. He'll make a 20-minute video just talking dumb shit, you know. And again, we've had this conversation. MADHEAD is comfortable in his delusions. You know, he believes that he's on equal footing with white people, that you know, that racism exists, but in his world, it's not an all-encompassing nightmare. You know, it's just an inconvenience. It's like getting a shot at the doctor. And I'm saying no. It's like a fucking standing in front of a firing squad. But you know, we keep doing this, and that's going to be his points ad nausea with me. You know, and the shit has gotten the shit's old. But MADHEAD, you know, he really doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to having a conversation. He wants to take everything I've ever said, you know, Chris when he's serious, Chris when he's roasting, and then throw that like, oh, well, you know, you always want to talk about how did black people get here, but when you talk about Lamar, you don't talk about how Benton Harbor got there. And I'm like, no, because I'm roasting. You know, he wants roaster Chris and serious Chris to be held accountable for the exact same words, and that's just not how it works. But for MADHEAD, because he's the champion of straw grasping, you know, he'll make that argument. So again, you know, we disagree on almost everything. You know, MADHEAD makes a lot of weak arguments, even when it's against my enemies. You know, when he makes videos to the bomb and whoever the fuck else, you know, people that I may not be fans of, I still feel like, oh no, that's a weak point. I wouldn't have made that point. There was another way to go about that. And with me, all his points are weak because he won't argue what I'm talking about. He won't argue against it. White people have all the power. We have no power. And racism is to blame for that. He won't argue against that. You know, he'll just say that, oh, I'm crazy, and bring up little dumbass points. Like if I say white men kill cops all the time, and then somebody will say, but white people get shot by cops more than others. And I say, well, you can't really use that because we're talking about in proportion. You know, if there's 100 white people and 40 of them get shot, and there's 40 black people and 25 of them get shot, you know, it's a problem for the black people. That 25 is significant. And I'm just throwing rough numbers out there for you idiots so you can be comfortable with that simple math. But, you know, MADHEAD, you know, he wants to say, oh, but Chris he's against numbers until it's convenient. And I'm like, man, like I said, MADHEAD is one of those people that, MADHEAD just ain't the brightest bulb in the bunch, man. You know, um, though he pretends to be. So, but anyway, so we can move on from MADHEAD. MADHEAD, that's my response to you, man. Chop that up. But I dare you to have a real argument against anything I say. White people have all the power, black people don't, and in every aspect of our lives. And then you bring up again to revisit the MADHEAD shit. Then I'm really done. Then we can move on to the sector juice or whatever, and then I'm engaged with the chat. But and then he made this point about I made a point saying that single mothers are single mothers by choice because they weren't raped, um, and they didn't make marriage the standard of their for breeding. Like, you know what? I'll fuck you, but I'm only having babies if I'm a wife. Single mothers don't make that requirement, thus they're single mothers. And then he compared that to generational racism. When I say that our neighborhood's in this condition because of, this domino was knocked down centuries ago. And then he says that, oh, but you don't say that about single mothers. Like, well, how did they get pregnant? And again, a weak point. Women are not victims when it comes to sex, when it's consensual, I should say. When it comes to sex, that's the area that they control. This isn't a society that allows rape. Rape is a crime. So when a woman is having sex, it's off of her permission because men have to campaign for that shit. No matter how rich and famous a motherfucker is, he still has to charm a bitch. I mean, really, who's top dog right now? Idris Elba. He can't just walk into a Starbucks and say, hey, you bitch with the apron, go to the bathroom, I'll be there, suck my dick. He can't do that because the woman will say no. He has to charm her. Hey, what's your name, this and that. So women control that. So if you're letting people inside of your body, knowing how babies are made, and you don't make marriage that your standard, your basic metric for breeding, at least, then you're there on your own. A man had to campaign for that opportunity, so you bear the brunt of that responsibility. If you have a child, your body will change. You could possibly die. It's serious fucking business. You'll never be the same physically. So that's a big responsibility. The worst you can do is hit the father in his wallet. But he doesn't stand a chance of dying on the operating table or fucking gaining weight and losing sleep and getting ill. None of that. So it's your responsibility to control that shit. But women want to say, oh, but she didn't get pregnant on her own. The one area where you have 100% control of, you want to be treated like children. And that shit burns that shit burns me. Because I'm like, no, even in my situation, my ex-wife, she would have been perfectly fine having our daughter out of wedlock. I set that standard of, no, we're going to have children, because I'm not going to, my first gift to my child is going to be the curse of bastardom. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And had she been a single mother, that would have been by her choice, or, my daughter being a bad, so again, man, when it comes to single mothers and that, I mean, you have a choice with that, man. You know how babies are made. It's 2016. Don't have children if you ain't married. Period. We live in a society where bastard children is a reality. You don't have to have that. And so when it comes to who we shove our genitals into, you do have a choice. Whether or not you bring life into this world, you have a choice. But MADHEAD is an idiot. So, I wanted to make sure that was thoroughly covered. I'm not out here on no hunting single mothers or none of the other shit, man. But, the only way you can get over a cold is if you know exactly what got you sick. And I don't play that game, trying to soften the blow, rub on the back. Oh, well, it was 50-50. No, 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 no. You control who has access to your body. All men, when it comes to sex, is no different than an election. Men campaign. We, give you every reason to elect us into office. You women have the power to vote. If you vote for a motherfucker named Night Train or named Easy C, then you get what you get. Period. You know, fuck that. And I wish it was more, you know, women who would hold younger women to those same standards. Like, no, instead of saying, "Oh, girl, all right, well, let me lead you to, you know, a path of destruction," motherfuckers, you know, like I said, man. So, you know, I'm not one of these motherfuckers who pretends. You know, no, I'm just not. But anyway, so moving forward, uh, Lamar is leaving the roast game. If you believe that, you're a stupid motherfucker. Um, I understand the frustration with the flagging and all of that other shit. I get it, but to make this declaration, I'm leaving the roast game. Yeah, man, give me a fucking break. I mean, that's attention whoring at its finest. You know, you just want to read people. Hey, don't leave. We need you. Hey, what are you doing? You can't leave. That was just that was a campaign for a blowjob, for a sector blowjob. You know, and it's a goddamn shame how many people fail for that. Like, how could you even give that any of your attention? He's leaving the Rose game. I mean, what? Really? You know what I'm saying? What? So, you know, I felt like that shit was weak. The monkey made a video using my daughter. You know, like I said, he's another motherfucker scraping, you know, clawing, clamoring for some type of attention, some type of relevancy. You know, he exposed himself again as, you know, Lamar's willing and waiting bitch. Lamar pulled up to his house, threw some pebbles at his window. He opened up his window, climbed down, and sucked him off. You know, the shit is corny. You know, Lamar didn't even have to pull out his boom box because MILLZ is sitting at his window eating shit, waiting on him. You know, it's terrible because you look at it like this. What did the bum offer the monkey that made that alliance so tempting? You know, what are they doing that's so groundbreaking? Like, oh man, we teaming up and now we doing this. What are they doing besides sitting on hangouts talking shit about motherfuckers together? You know, how did that improve your numbers or your life or your standing on YouTube at all? You know, it didn't, because you just been pining and waiting to sit in that man's lap, and you continue to rat bitch. And so you do the work of either a bitch, born bitch, or a bitch ass rat bastard snitch and Lee Blows. Them, you know, putting my that picture and then putting my daughter out there, you know, then to make these sexual jokes and all this other shit, you know, like faggot ass Kevin Smith, you know, the Marine squid fucker whose life has boils down to him on a boat sweeping and mopping behind white men. You know, this motherfucker wants to make you know, sexually explicit jokes about my daughter, my time with my daughter. You want to join him, you know, like a bitch. You know, you took the works of a snitch, a loser. I mean, a lowlife. You just can't get any more of a fucking weasel than Lee Blows, who actually made an attempt to snitch on Styles about some shit that had nothing to do with him. Styles wasn't a menace to society. Styles was not bothering that punk bitch at all. And he went and snitched on that motherfucker, a black man, for no fucking reason. And this is the motherfucker who you let inbox you some bullshit, you know, but you so thirsty to have anything against me because you're a jealous, pathetic, sexual predator monkey. That's all it boils down to. Because this is the second black daughter who you made sexual gestures and innuendos about, and you're a sick little monkey. And you have daughters yourself. And you find it perfectly okay to sit here and make sex jokes. Now you want to say, oh, he said something about Jamila's children. Yeah, I said that if Jamila's raising them, the odds of them becoming Condoleezza Rice are slim to none. But the odds of them becoming Shanae and Wanda are high as fuck. Whores and whatever the fuck, low-level women, yes. And I base that off of the information that Jamila posted. They are not in school, so how the fuck are they going to learn skills that are going to earn them any type of wages? Jamila is a sex-crazed lunatic, explicit around all ages, and her children especially. Those are the lessons they're learning. They're not learning arithmetic. They're learning how to lick a prisoner's asshole. So, you know, give me a fucking break. Jacob can't talk. I made that joke. The monkeys made that joke, but he wants to crucify me for the shit. And this and the thing about the bum, the monkey, and all these other faggot motherfuckers is that they actually have hangouts and then ask people, why do people like Chris? Why do they let him get away with this and that and that and this? And you never hear me say no shit like that. You know, because my aim isn't to turn motherfuckers against these people. My aim is to lay out the facts and let the crowd make the decision. Now, we all share the same motherfuckers, man. I don't sit here and pretend like I got an exclusive crowd, like, oh, you know, everybody over here is in a tuxedo. No, we share the same motherfuckers. But my content, my question, my line of thinking isn't like these punk faggots. You know, I don't sit here and say, why do people like the shit eater? Why do people listen to, you know, no, I don't fucking do that. You know, I don't sit here and try to convince nobody or nothing. You know, you got some shit eater fans, lifers, you know, that'll come over here, the bum fans, lifers, all that shit, you know, but it's not my business to tell you who to like and all the other shit. You hear these facts and you make your decision, you know, but and when it comes to the shit eater, he's constantly making sexual references to people's children. Now, Kevin Smith gets away with bloody fucking murder. You know what I'm saying? He is the consummate homosexual. He sucked off an orange icy dick. He's talked about fucking little kids in their ass. He's talked about molesting people. You know, he's always saying somebody either got molested or got AIDS. You know, Kevin has played the fuck out. But people still think, oh, Kevin, the Marine roast is #1. Whatever. You know, I'm not going to debate that. I'm going to say that he's washed up. I mean, what's funny about the motherfucker saying the same shit, you know, making the same outrageous, dumbass, filthy sexual jokes about children? You know, how is that funny anymore? You know, at first it's because if anything, it's shocking, you know, but as far as like funny comedy, no, it shocks you into a life like, God damn, you said that? That's a child. But now it's tired. You know what I'm saying? And now he's sitting here chasing around bigger YouTubers and it hasn't gotten him nowhere, you know, because Kevin Smith is another fraud. You know, he's another fat country dumb motherfucker who wants to talk about this black tax shit, and he's not the motherfucker to talk it because he can't talk about black people consolidating their money when he is a thief of black intellectual property. Hidden Colors 4, he stole that from Tariq Nasheed and gave it away. But you want to be the guy that spearheads a black financial movement. Get the fuck out of here. He stole Hidden Colors 4. He tried to give it to me. I rejected that shit because I'll buy it before I steal it, especially from a black man, especially when that shit is to help black people. It's still good information. He stole it and gave it away to tons of motherfuckers. Screenshotted me at least 20 people that he gave it to. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker wants to be the highbrow of black finances. Get the fuck out of here. You a country fat loser son of a bitch who done fucked around and stumbled and bumbled your faggot fat ass into a good idea. But you not the motherfucker to execute it because you're too stupid. You a deck swabbing, fucked up, homosexual, violent homosexual, child molesting, frozen dick sucking punk bitch. So when you, the monkey, the bum, when y'all all get together, it's the three nobodies. Because the links or the depths they're willing to sink to shows their nature. It's a trio of hoes. Monkey especially, because it goes like this. Lamar is the monkey's alpha. Kevin is both of their alpha. Nobody pays the monkey any attention. Nobody follows behind the monkey. Because if you look at their recent reunion, the monkey has been on the bum show far more than the bum has been on the monkey show. Period. And that's the dynamic of their little bitch ass relationship. I mean, if anything, we can, as a matter of fact, at the next awards, the best monkey trainer in the sector. It's Lamar hands down. Tommy's a close second. Period. I mean, you know, sitting here just doing the works of hoes, the monkey has done shit that has endeared him, that has not endeared him to the crowd. He is the most disliked motherfucker over here. And I'm not here to defend nothing else than what the motherfucker has done to me. I mean, when it comes down to it, when you look at the motherfucking statistics, you know, who has sunk lower than this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Threatening to piss in a little girl's mouth. You know, when you say some shit like that, you lose the right, the ability to wag your finger at what anybody else says. Because not only is that a sexual threat to a black minor, you did it in defense of a white person because the white person was made uncomfortable. So because he was made uncomfortable, you're going to sexually molest a black baby in his defense. At that point, you can't talk about what anybody says. Now, both of these hoe ass punks, cowards, like to bring up what I said about Eva's rape, right? I made fun of it, you know, and that was in response to, you know, constant. That was early in my career, to the constant snitch shit. Like when you're really in the streets, that's not something you going that people just throw on you and you just laugh it off. Oh, ha ha, yeah, that's funny. I'm not a snitch. No, that's something you fight off because that shit is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? In the face of no proof, they just throw it out there, you know, and she was, you know, in on that shit. And so at that time, that was a low blow for me, and I took it as such. And so I went low, you know, and I've since apologized because, you know, I've grown out of it. My skin has gotten thicker, tougher when it comes, you know, it's alligator now when it comes to that snitch shit because, you know, I've realized that, oh, they just gonna say that no matter what, you know. And so at that point, you know, I'm not going to sit here kick and scream about it. You know, they can produce no paperwork, you know, no evidence, no nothing that shows that, you know, I'm an actual, you know, that I've turned state's evidence. They can produce no paperwork that my daughter's been arrested or that I sold dope with my daughter. They can produce no evidence of a cop saying I witnessed this. They can't. And so I said that to her. And so they want to sit there and cry about how can Eva sit here and he said this and that and all this other shit. And it's like, you threatened to rape a child. I laughed at a rape. Two totally different fucking universes. I didn't threaten to pull my pants down and insert my penis in the mouth of a black baby girl. I made fun of an event that happened that I had nothing to do with. Now, I'm not justifying what I said. I'm clarifying the difference. So when the monkey talks that shit, he looks like a fucking idiot, a nitwit, a moron, a boob. I'm not guilty of no shit like that. You are, bitch. Your continued behavior in this arena of little children and sexual jokes and things like that, you know, the revelation of J Life and the messages you sent to her, you know, that you argue about, but you can't counter prove. You said you loved a stranger. You said her voice was your voice. You didn't know the woman. You have this sick, possessive, loser nature when it comes to women. You have to chain them to you, you know, and you don't know how to let shit go. Let it flow. She showed zero romantic interest in you, and you told her you loved her. And this is based off of your own words of her saying that RPJ was harassing her and the trolls were harassing her. It sounds like you guys didn't even have a romantic conversation for you to fall in love. But you said that about this woman. You keep saying that she claims to be some Latina when she's proven to the contrary. You've done this to Jamila. You've done this to Raven. You've done this to the fat bloated Mexican spick bitch. You've done this to everybody. But you want to be the authority on how people are supposed to behave on YouTube. Not you, monkey. The way you behave with women reflects how you really look. And you're cognizant of it. You're a short, fat, little dumpling bitch who knows that you're an ugly motherfucker. And the only way you can get women is through these weird ass techniques where you basically strangle a bitch. Because you can't get nobody through charm and none of the other shit. You got to be a complete jackass. And it was exposed because you're one type of monkey in front of your camera and you're another monkey when nobody's looking. And the one that when nobody's looking, that's the real you. That's the Monkey MILLZ that we all assumed existed, and he really lives. That's you. This guy in front of the camera, oh, I don't give a fuck, all this other shit. You making shows dedicated to J Life and all shows your insecurities, your cowardice, and your bitch-made heart. Because if J Life was lying, you're quick to show receipts. And receipts, that's such a bitchy term. It sounds like something a black woman made up or a black faggot made up. Like that's something women should say. Oh, I got receipts. That's like tea. You know, receipts and tea is, yeah, man. But you motherfuckers have flooded the goddamn, that shit has slipped into my fucking subconscious. But you would show proof. And you didn't. You did not. You're Mr. Proof. You say that I wanted to call you at 4 in the morning, you would show proof. But you just say shit and hope that it sticks. And it never does. You create these fucked up shows. You got fucked up people on your show. The same bitch that tanked numerous shows is the same bitch that's back on your panel. You know, you let this fat spick racist say all types of racist shit, and you justify it and say every now and then she may dip into the racist bag to make people upset, but she's no racist. The bitch, this fat, disgusting, missing tooth, bloated, diabetic, nasty, beaner, wetback, shitty spick, had the nerve to be on a black platform and call a black woman a nigger bitch and think that that shit is perfectly okay. And you're going to say that she's a sometime racist. Well, that's just like saying David Duke, every now and then he dips into his bag and pulls out a Klansman uniform. But that doesn't make him a racist because he doesn't wear it to work. You're a stupid bitch. That spick's a racist. She shouldn't even be allowed to run around here. You know, she's anti-black. She keeps saying all the racist spick beaner fucking terms when she was roasting with that woman. Oh, I can get in the shower. My hair comes out. It's all long and this and that. You can't get in the shower. You got to wear a wave cap, shower cap, or whatever the fuck. That's making fun of what's natural to her blackness. Your hair, you can't help that. That's part of what makes people black. That's what designates us from everyone else. And she's saying, oh, your hair, oh, that's nigger hair. I don't have that. My shit is, I can get in the shower. My hair can get wet and all this other shit. You let this spick say this shit because you just happy to have motherfuckers sitting next to you. This is the same bitch who you said her pussy was the reason for the hieroglyphs on a drunk show that your faggot ass deleted. And, you know, again, God bless the trolls. You let this hoe sit there and do that. You and the bum. And the bum is too fucking stupid to protect his newbie because what's her name? Fuck. What's that girl's name? Gemini. Sweet Gemini is new to him. She's basically his newest recruit for the most part. She has gravitated towards his show almost exclusively. And he was too fucking stupid to protect basically a new fucking investment. You never know what the fuck she could come bring to the show. You let her get cooked by this fucking Mexican wetback bitch who had no right to be using that type of language talking to black people in front of black people. But you and the monkey are both guilty of trying to get with this disgusting minivan, this big ass. I mean, she's just disgusting. Her tits are bigger in her back. I mean, it's awful. This bitch is huge, and you're both guilty of romancing this bitch. And because you're stuck on anything non-black, you want to let this shit happen. There's nothing sexy about this gigantic little fat bitch. She's 5'2". She's 300. Disgusting. The bitch looks like an insane clown posse groupie. Her eyebrows washed off in the shower. So while she's talking about what her hair and all this other shit can do in the water, your eyebrows disappear in water, bitch. But she's a nigga bitch to you. And you two cowards, sucker for love tricks, are too fucking desperate and self-loathing to check this menudo eaten by the truckload pig spick bitch. And even the musty feminist didn't say shit to the bitch. And she's supposed to be a black feminist. So first it's, hey, I'm a black woman. I stand up for black women. But because Gemini didn't like the bitch, the gloves are off. Anything goes. That's another hoe that's disgusting. Telling lies, talking about what I flagged down. Yes, I have flagged down tons of that bitch's channels, Google Pluses, because the hoe uses my image that she stole. The hoe uses, puts me in an outrageous Photoshop holocaust of a homosexual nature, and I flagged that shit down. So yes, and this spick flagged my shit down, not because I did anything to her, because the spick was faced that question on the bum show, and she's not only did she say no, she explained why I didn't flag her down. But then in the next day or in the next show, the bitch wants to talk about I flagged down her initial channel or some shit or whatever the fuck. Then she says it was recovered. She's a lying, fat, Mexican manatee bitch. The bitch, she's a liar. I didn't flag down shit of hers. She flagged my shit down because she's a dirty, disgusting, low-life bitch. And bitch, I'm gonna put this on private as soon as I'm done, ho, because I know you ain't gonna like this heat. You tortilla slamming, disgusting, made dirty bitch. You in Miami sucking dicks, and I know your shit was cheap. You sitting here talking about you got ascended masters and all this other shit. Then why don't they ascend you to a fucking gym? Ascend you to a weight trainer. Ascend you to a vegan diet. Ascend you to something respectable. Where were these ascended masters when you were in Miami competing against bad bitches, walking the strip, praying that somebody would pay you for a dick suck? Where was the ascended masters then, bitch? You were an honest woman when you were sucking dick for money. Like, look, you got $9, I'll suck you off. That's honest work. Because you get what you pay for. You're running scams with this card shit. If anybody's paying you besides that fat faggot country bammer bumpkin, that trout fucking dumbass sweeping, mopping boat boy, Black Gilligan, Kevin Smith. Where was all that then? But you know, when it comes to Chris or whoever the fuck, you know, it don't matter. It ain't got to make sense. But yeah, y'all did that for this dirty spick who ain't shit. She's not no, oh, she not racist. She's Cuban. This bitch lives and was raised by a white woman. This bitch is white, enjoys the benefits. She likes to dip in and down. She said, oh, I'm not a racist. Look, I'm breaking the law with a black person. I'm not racist. My weak guy's black. Bitch. And you hoe ass bums gonna sit there. Oh, she sucked so many black dicks. She's honorary black. Y'all some hoes. I mean, god damn. Y'all some hoes, man. For real, man. All for this low level. I mean, you in Miami, right? And you looking to buy some pussy. All the bad bitches buying pussy, and it's flavors. You can get you some Russian pussy for $1. You know, you got bad black bitch. You got white. I mean, you got whatever you want. Miami is an international town. Why the fuck would you buy this little portly, stubby, out of shape, sweating, nasty bitch? If you don't get this fat bitch fresh out the motherfucking tub, her whole day, that body is sweating. That pussy is only fresh for 20 minutes a day. For the rest of the day, the bitch pores are releasing all that weight, all that heat. So you gonna buy a bitch who's only got a window of 20 minutes of a respectable pussy versus all of that rainbow in Miami? Can you imagine how cheap this bitch was in her heyday? And she stayed getting arrested because the bitch was desperate. She was taking anybody that approached her. She wasn't good enough to get no ballers down there or get no regulars. She was getting randoms, sucking random dicks. And this is who y'all caping for? That bitch? You've got to be fucking kidding me. The bitch has a rap sheet a mile fucking long. This is a drug addict, fat, disgusting. I mean, just imagine seeing her feet, those little fat digits in sandals. She's out there on the strip high as a motherfucker off bars and cocaine. And this is the bitch you're protecting? Out of her mind drunk, sucking dicks. You're protecting this bitch. Y'all some hoes, man. Y'all are some hoes. So Sweet Gemini, they've been lying to you, telling you that I've been called you a bitch. I didn't call you no bitch, never. I don't know you. We had a friction when you were talking about me and Curious need to get a room. That was, that's false. I don't appreciate that because this bitch has made it her business to stalk and harass me at every turn. So when people say, "Oh, you guys got a crush," no, I hate the bitch. I want to crush the bitch, but I do not have a crush on her. So we have friction there. But other than that, man, I don't know you not to like you, and whatever, But you can see through her various, she's going to make. I've flagged down all her shit, so I flagged her off of YouTube and into some other little website where she can make these sick homosexual memes. But this bitch is supposed to be pro LGBT, community, but she uses homosexuality as a slur, slander. Oh, here go Chris. Let me, do this and that, and it's all gay shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't got nothing against you, girl. I really hate that the audio issues prevented you from, successfully defending yourself against this invisible bitch who kept saying, cam up, cam up. It's like, bitch, you never cam up, talking about telling somebody to cam up, bitch. You always want to talk about somebody's looks? You lying, disgusting, invisible hoe. And then you got this big ass, sweating, manly wetback bitch talking that bullshit in her little fake ass hood rat accent. Damn, my pussy hair, pussy hair. Bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You can't talk about nobody ever because your body was for sale for the majority of your adult life. You sucked so much dick and got nothing for it that you sucked your way back into the room of your childhood. That house you in right now, doing them dumbass tarot videos, is the house you grew up in. You in your late 20s and you've sucked so much dick and ain't got nothing to show for it. All you got out of it was a consistent weed man that you might have, and like I said, you ain't making no money, bitch. So you got a consistent dude to blow for weed. Let's look at this chat. Okay, damn. I went too. Oh, I kept going. All right, we got a fake Clifton Rainey up top. He says, "I'm sitting and putting out your mom's picture." Let me block you, buddy. Elm City, what's up, girl? Let's see. Kiki, what's going down? UKDQ, what's up? UKDQ says, "Why are you and Matt always going at it?" I mean, I don't really look at it as going at it. I don't look at MADHEAD as any. He hasn't presented himself as any like competition, in my opinion, because he doesn't argue any points. He just throws shit against the wall. So we don't really go at it. He has a problem with what I say. He says something, I say something, but we don't go at it though, in my opinion. Spider-Man was going down. Mike's Breakfast, what up? Excellent profile pic. You're campaigning for a wrench for sure. Ms. Raslin, what's up? Jafar Blackman, what's up? Oh man, I forgot to talk about the other shit that happened. Anyway, Bullet Club Biggs, what's up? Key, what's up? Let's see. All right, I got rid of that. That Clifton Rainey was probably the shit eater. Red Face, what up? Is this the real Red Face? No, this ain't the real Red Face. Hey man, these weirdo double accounts, you're out of here. I'm not playing that shit. That goes for the Harley shit too. That's not the real Red Face. Let's see. Let's see. Chris Thorns, what's going down, man? Appreciate you showing up. I'm gonna be the next time you go live. I'm gonna come shout you out too. Old man with the 60 TV. That's all I got. I'm seriously sending you. Well, I'm gonna let that fly. Uh, MJ, what's up, man? Let's see who else. Okay, Jafar Blackman, put some respect on the Marine Roasters name, Rampage. Jafar, man, you're a necessary evil, man. You know that the constant dick sucking it annoys me, but no more than a gnat at a picnic. You know, it's like, man, get out of here with that shit. Let's see who else is in here. Wavy, what up? Man, I can't read all this shit. I'm pretty sure some heat in here, but I can't. I gotta give my shout outs. Tom Storm, what up? Alan J, what up? Let's see. Picard is here. Uh, Anybody new? I'm just looking for the newbies, so I can deal with that. Booty pick Cliff. Cliff, you made sexual jokes about Jamila's daughter. Stop it, clown. Oh, that's Mike Mills. And I didn't make sexual jokes. I didn't say that they were touched or molested or whatever. I just said that given their tutelage, that the likelihood of them growing up to be hoes is very high. I mean, they're not getting educated. So what jobs can they get to feed themselves? When I know pussy sells 24/7 since the dawn of time. So what industry are they likely going to jump into? The one that they have all the doors are closed because they haven't learned to do shit, or the one that they have access to just by being female. So shut the fuck up. Uh, let's see. Yeah, we Elm City, man. We got your address. Yeah, we blocking that, man. We ain't with that. Uh, Anybody else that's new? This is just for the newbies. Newbies. Brand Blake, what up? Let's see. Okay, all right. Oh, SC's back. Chris, if these guys ever saw a female that looked good in a second, I think their heads would explode. SC's back, definitely. What's up with you? Eric Smith, E Money Bags, Barrio, Smokey, Heats fan. I never thought you would have joined the Coon Light. I expected much better for you, Chris. This is from Heats fan. Heats fan, man. Hey, look, we ain't got nothing to talk about, dog. We ain't got nothing to talk about, man. I don't think I'm gonna ban you right now. But you said you was coming to Phoenix to put your hands on me, so you shouldn't waste your time typing with your hands. You should have come to me and put your hands on me. That's what you should have done. But you ain't do that. So you gotta stay. You gotta shut the fuck up. If you ain't gonna use your hands to deliver on the threat that you made, shut the fuck up. Case, what's going down, man? The real, exactly, Yakoville. Is there any sisters who's willing to have dialogue with me? I don't. You're new. I don't know who you are. Nightcrawler, what's going down, man? Black Architect, what up? Boogie, what's up? Beasley, kick who out? Uh, Leilani, what's up? Barrio, yeah, they think I'm part of the Coonalati, but this is coming from motherfuckers who, I mean, it's coming from those motherfuckers, right? He's a coon. Tommy is responsible for his numbers and all this other shit, but there's no evidence to support that shit. None. There's no evidence for that. I don't have Tommy's name in the middle. I mean, in my video titles, I don't go at it. Tommy means a lot to these motherfuckers, man. He's the reason why they're on YouTube, and they want to pass that curse on to anybody they can. But what the monkey and the bum fail to realize is that their own act Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Type in 476 if you can hear me. Okay, all right. That's it. Thank you. Case one. It Black AP, what's up, man? I ain't see you. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Shit. Appreciate it. Oh, Barrio, you bastard. Um, let's see, MJ, Chris, if you got some time, speak on this Kanye situation, how black man can't help but to succumb to non-black pussy, even if it's believed to be cursed, the Kardashian curse. MJ, I really ain't got no opinion on that, to be quite honest, man. Kanye has shown that he's not for black people. That white woman is going to inherit and benefit from all of his black works. Um, and he's picked his side. Kanye can't be trusted, can't be depended on for any type of solutions or assistance for his people. Kanye is from Chirac. Chirac is a war zone for black people. He has done nothing to quell that. He's got a lot of influence. He's got some respectable power. He could lead people to solve this. He could spend 30 days in Chicago, focus on these problems, put infrastructure and all types of shit, put heat on it, and help solve these problems. No one's looking at him to fix everything, but your hometown, should benefit from your success. He's all about creativity in the arts. Where's the Kanye West or his mama West Arts Center on the side of Chicago? Where is this shit? Why isn't he creating jobs? He could do that. Even if he's not the one to say, hey, do this, he has the network to put the right black minds together and say, okay, look, we're going to descend on Chicago and we're going to implement this. We're going to put leadership that represents us. Our children are getting gunned down by each other and the police. This shit has got to stop. You know what I'm saying? He could put some heat, bring national attention to it, but he doesn't, because he's a me type of motherfucker, man. And so I'm not fucking with Kanye again. I won't buy shit, none of his music. And not, like I said, I'm not big on music no more anyway. But I make it my business to boycott motherfuckers like him. So I'm not fucking with Kanye. So him talking that shit, he's got a real bitch vibe to him anyway. Whenever you jump up and risk your fucking reputation over a female video, it's bitchy. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the guys who ushered in skinny jeans, and Kanye's been on some faggot shit for a long time. Let's see. Cybertron, what's up, girl? Let's see. Happy face, type 911. Fuck you. Barrio says they still be talking about my Honda. That's beautiful. Case K says they gave me like 4 meds. Case K, man, you're ill? Shit, man. Don't fight the feeling, man. Let whatever's bothering you, let that shit take you from us. Walk into that light. Let's see. Aaron Glock, what's going down? Oh yeah. I forgot. Oh, so okay. So now, um, I've got bits and pieces of the Babs Styles shit. You know, um, I've always heard of her, as a troublemaker or whatever. She's white, so I was always anti her. Um, but like I said, because I don't be in chat rooms like that, I didn't give a fuck. But it seems as though she's been outed, and when I first got the news, because not all trolls are fucked up. Like I got a lot of decent trolls that hit me up, and I appreciate that. They're like, "Hey, X, Y, Z." Like, there's some trolls that send me shit to start a fire, and there's some trolls to be like, "Hey, look, here's a heads up. This is the information," and they save me the time of having to comb through shit. So I'm very appreciative of the good troll, all trolls. Shit, if you want to start a fire, you know, that's cool too, you know, but I just know who the fuck you are. But when this shit first happened, because Black Queen, I don't know the fucking sequence or the chronology of it, but I was very scared that the most entertaining beef, you know, the reason why I watch their shows, and I'm talking about Slapper and Styles, I thought that beef was going to end yesterday. I was thoroughly panicked about that. That beef, those phone calls, the fact that they both switch up roles as antagonists and protagonists, the fear of that ending had me shook dice, because those two motherfuckers, when they go at it, it is hilarious. And if you don't find the Styles Slapper beef funny by both participants, something's wrong with you. My only dislike about that shit is that that little rift negatively affected or made uncomfortable Styles' real life. Take away that New York shit and all that bullshit that spilled into that, because that was very unfortunate and fucked up. And I didn't think, I don't think Styles deserved that, and I hated to see it go down. Take that away from it, the material that comes from that shit when they're both cussing each other out, and I mean, that shit is hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was going to end, because a lot of people were saying that Babs was behind a lot of the bullshit that was going down, that she was, you know, being a double agent and all this other shit. So I figured when that came out, Styles would have to realize that he may have been duped into a beef or into problems that he didn't ask for. And so I was concerned. I was very concerned, because part of my day goes by listening to those two fucking lunatics curse each other from kingdom come. Without that shit, man, my day is lightweight empty. When they're not actively going at each other, it lowers my YouTube experience tremendously. And I'm not gonna lie, I hope it never ends. I hope it stays on YouTube. But those two motherfuckers are crazy. When they go at it, I mean, there's no, for me. And if you don't like it, something's wrong with you. Because those two motherfuckers, for them two, when they go at it, yeah, you can't find better material, man. Straight up. But I thought that it was going to cease, man. But you know, luckily, it won't. Oh man, luckily it won't. You know, and again, the Styles Slapper beef has produced music. I never understood why it took so long for Styles to go ahead and record something, because he's an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that diss track, I'm like, man, that should have been day one, you know? But he got out there, he recorded some shit like he is supposed to, because that's his thing. You know, Break Harp has some heat out there, you know. But yeah, I tune into the bus stop specifically for the phone calls. I tune into Monstrosity specifically for the slapper diss. I mean, it's a work of art. I love it. And we all, if it ever does stop, unfortunately, we're all going to miss it, because that's some heat. You know what? I've said this to behind the scenes to a troll when I asked about it, and I equate their beef, those two, Slapper and Styles, to an episode of Batman when I was a kid. The Joker believed he had killed Batman, and he was miserable. And I believe that those two, they'll never admit it, and it shit, I may even get me a monologue or a diss over it. Those two breathe life into each other. And if this shit stopped, I believe personally it would affect their health. Now, I ain't gonna say who's Batman, who's Joker. That's for them to fill in, and I'm pretty sure motherfuckers gonna talk shit about it. You know, hey, look, motherfucker, you know, whatever. But that shit keeps them going. When they're going throughout their day, they are thinking about how they're going to insult the other. To remove that abruptly would affect them negatively. And you know, that's how I take it. They cannot live without each other. They live off of the hate. And I live off of it too. I think we all do. Let's see what the chat's talking about. Let's see. You are not Roger, Chris. Where have you been? Were you helping the police with their inquiries? Oh, we are not Roger. You are so hilarious. Them brothers should smoke together, man. No. And as a matter of fact, hey, look, no talk about peace between those two, man. Are you fucking crazy? How the fuck am I supposed to get through my work day without those two maniacs cussing each other out? I refuse. Brand Blake, slap it and Styles beef is like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Exactly. That's a beautiful picture you painted. Let's see. Bab's trying to convince me she innocent. Woke up to 20 messages like, damn, Barrio. Let's see. Harley Quinn bitches, if you here, I want to apologize for trolling you with your channel. I was just hurt because you sent me a fake pic. I love you, sister. Odds are that is Harley behind this, the real exactly Yakovell, and she's talking to herself. Harley, let me give you a heads up, man. Look, I ain't gonna ban you just for being here, but if you talk about your experiences with trolls or you talk about yourself too much, you know, if you engage in extreme amounts of self-fellatio that you normally do, I gotta let you go, family. I got to. You, I mean, yeah, it's just it gets on my fucking nerves. Let's see. These nuts. Now Mike is defending Tina for her use of the N-word. Is the monkey live? Well, I'm pretty sure he is, man, because I get these YouTube wheels going. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is. I'm the reason why motherfuckers actually decide to, you know, fire up their motherfucking computers. So I'm pretty sure he is, man. You know, and of course he's got the answer for that. But again, there are Negroes like him who think that shit is cool, who want to be accepted by non-blacks and don't want to ruffle their feathers and don't want to stand up for themselves in front of these people. But I'm like, man, suck my dick. I ain't with that nigga shit. You know, and I've gotten to it out here, you know, dealing with motherfuckers, you know, who want to engage in that type of talk, man. Save that shit for these motherfuckers who think that shit is cool, man. I ain't your nigga. You know, none of that shit. Keep that shit to yourself, because if I call you a spick, you're gonna talk about that's racist. But you want to change the spelling of nigger and talk about it's cool. Suck my dick. I ain't one of these black people. And that's another thing. All these fake alliances, it's really a waste of time. You know what I'm saying? Like now they cool, and you know, but just 2 weeks ago, if that, she was a fat, you know, spick and all this other shit, you know. But now all of a sudden, you know, he wants to defend this fat bitch. And like I said, I've blocked him out of this chat because he's been trolling. And the only reason why I would block, because my theory is, my belief is that if you make content, you can come here and talk your shit, even if we're enemies, you know, but just allow me that same luxury. You know what I'm saying? But because these whole ass punks um, create these little channels that are like clubhouses that give people wrenches and they don't know how to deal with moderators. You know, they let the moderators decide who can talk in the chat and who can't. You know, it's really a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, the bum gave a real life factual snitch a wrench in his chat, and now that faggot ass Lee Blows goes around blacking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And if not black, and putting them on timeout, which is regulating the pace and the tone of the chat. And that's why I don't have moderators on this channel. You know, I had one Enjoy, who was a sweetheart, and she's gone on to great endeavors. But as of right now, I don't have one because moderators don't understand that you work for me. Your feelings, I don't give a fuck about. I'm willing to live with somebody cussing you out. You defend the palace, not yourself. You know, but again, that it is what it is. Well, look, the spick and the bum were going at it, and the spick revealed that she got some more heat for the bum. You know what I'm saying? And the spick, quite honestly, was right when the bitch said, "You think I give a fuck about my pussy?" You think I give a fuck about my pussy? That's what the bitch told the bum. And that's a fact. She's like, do you know who I've let climb on top of me and hump me until they stopped and left $16 on the dresser? Do you know what I've put this pussy through? You think I give a fuck about you sharing that shit? And the bitch is right. The bitch is right. The bum is backed into a corner when it comes to the spick. If you think you can shame a whore, you're fucking crazy. But she can shame you. She can shame you. And that just goes to show you how much of a dog bitch that Beaner hoe is. That she was the whole time plotting to expose the motherfucker. That shit is crazy. Crazy. And this is the bitch you want to sit up under and call baby and all this other shit when this bitch is sitting on audio gold, when you hang yourself and you did all of this for $40 motherfucking dollars. And this bitch is waiting. That shit hovers over your dusty, broke, faggot son having ass like the sword of Damocles. That bitch cannot wait to drop it. She's already a self-professed evil bitch. And this is who you want to sit here and cozy up to. You a hoe, man. Hold on. Let me look at the chat. Beasley says, I have something to add. Come on, Pro Cliff Chris. Hey, Beasley, man, here's the thing. Clifton Rainey is the responsible for the deaths of untold Soviets so that me and you have the ability to enjoy Wi-Fi across America. The anti-Cliff talk for such a decorated war hero will not be tolerated. Clifton Rainey not only was a gunner in the military, he was a top-level 007 spy engaged in massive amounts of counterterrorism espionage. He's past a black belt in judo. He's a master of the calypso style of karate. And I've seen him throw a Hadouken. So you're not going to talk shit about Cliff no more. No more, Beasley. '80s baby. Let's see. All he did was cooking by pussy. You're crazy. And let me tell you something, '80s baby. Cliff catches you, he's gonna karate chop your motherfucking spine into pieces. Cliff knows that '80s move, man. Where back in the movies where somebody get karate chopped in the neck and they pass out. Cliff, he knows level 10 of that. So if he karate chops you, you risk being decapitated. That the Cliff slander stops here. Lamar and MILLZ share intimate meals. MILLZ would rather go inside that beach well with weeks-old makeup crusting on that sweat-matted fat than squeeze inside Lamar's Dineberry line anus. Jesus Christ! God damn. '80s baby, you're not fucking with Cliff with one hand unless you too served under the leadership of Luke Cage. Other than that, no. Let's see. I'm not going to talk about Cliff. Oh, my bad, Beasley. Let me give you this link. Shit, I was just saying that. I should have gave you the fucking link. Hold on. Absolutely not, '80s baby. You will not Cliff silly. Not only was Cliff a level 12, level 13 Mason, which means he actually is in charge of the southern region that he inherited from his father. He controls an army of Masons. He also is a telepath. So in the event that you meet him and you think, oh, I'm bigger than Cliff, I can fight Cliff, he knows what you're going to do before you do it. He might even fucking hit you with a fucking psychic attack, melt your brain, and then you're sitting there as a vegetable for the rest of your miserable fucking life. Cliff is dangerous. LA, awesome. The monkey trainer. Oh man.
That was a mistake.
What, driving it? You think so, Beasley? Oh, that was a mistake? Oh, you're out of here. What happened, Beasley? Shit. Beasley, what the fuck happened?
I'm here. The shit, something happened where it messed up.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me fix shit.
Mike's breakfast. Cliff did not train under Mighty Mouse. Tina Turner giving headshots. Pro cutoff shirt. Chris. Cliff is a pussy. You're fucking crazy. Cliff will murder you. As a matter of fact, that's my next cutoff T-shirt. That's what it's gonna say. Cliff will murder you. What's going down, Beasley?
I don't know. Am I here? Okay, I'm here. It looks the same. Oh man, you know, just chilling, man. Haven't been paying that much attention to shit, and it's hard to get the story, and everybody runs with some shit. Babs, I don't know what happened. I don't really care. I guess she's manipulating shit and trolling and making people fight and acting like she's not.
That's the gist of it. That's what I gathered.
All right. Somebody B-Dub explained it to me because all right, well, that's great.
Did he explain it on the show?
13. Hit the link, say you talk all that shit. See what it feels like to fuck with the mastermind live. It's easy to talk that shit when you're a receptionist troll. You know? I'm a shit talking troll. And I rank up there I'm highly ranked. That's why they can't keep my name out of their mouth, essay. Come find out why. See what it feels like. I'm banned in 80% of the shows. At any rate,
hey,
I just want to reiterate, man. You know, some facts, man. You know,
hey, Beasley, that's
without instructions is headed for destruction. Look at that whole Raven. You know, if a hoe would have got some pimping in her life and some guidance, you know, and some direction instead of all this other shit, bitch wouldn't be sleeping in her car out there on Wilshire Boulevard right now. Bitch talking all this other shit. Nah, bitch, put a dick in your mouth, man. You know, and keep doing it over and over and over. You don't need a good job. You need a good jaw, and you need to sell blowjobs until your motherfucking mouth is raw. You've taken a wrong turn.
Hey, Raven's fucked up. I ain't heard shit from her.
Making videos about it. At any rate,
what's her channel? What's the name of her channel?
As far as these YouTube witches, these are the brokest witches in the world. Any YouTube hoe that is on this shit as much as the majority of us are, what kind of hoe is you? You a prostitute. You're not no prostitute. A prostitute is on the blade applying her trade, which is hoeing. You know, not trolling. Real hoes don't live with their mama. Real hoes aren't built like Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba do. You know? Yabba dabba do, bitch. But nah, I'm chilling, man.
Hey, that's real shit, man. You right.
Real hoes don't live with their mama. Real hoes don't look like Fred Flintstone. Real hoes don't fuck with monkeys and fuck with bums. Another thing. Will you bitch ass niggas, when you ready to quit the roast game, just stop roasting and close your channel or do whatever? You don't need to bitches make announcements. When I bounce from this shit, no announcements, no nothing, I'm just gone. You know, come back when I get ready. Munchkin Monty and the bum. The one that raises women. The one that only can make girls. You make me feel how you feel.
Yeah.
You see, nigga, ain't no reason to make no announcement. That's some bitch-like shit. Some announcement. Oh, I'm quitting the roast game because of this. You know, don't ever quit. This is in your blood. It's what you want to do. And, you know, and for that, you get a little props that y'all warriors. But don't come out like no goddamn bitch and talking about I'm quitting and I'm leaving and here's why. Motherfucker, stop. Both y'all do it and have done it and don't fucking stop. So cut the bullshit and do it like a goddamn man.
Hey,
go ahead.
You know what, Beasley? That shit is just like the shit that's him grabbing his YouTube purse and leaving. You're
But
right.
they don't leave. They don't leave. It's a fucking ploy to make a goddamn video to get some attention. Take it from an attention whore. I know attention whore moves.
Oh man.
Take it from a real live, confessed, self-actualized attention whore. I was feeling sick. I was like, oh, he really might not give me the link. What am I gonna do now?
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
have to I'm gonna have to do a show with Troll Father.
oh no. Like I said, I was monologuing. I had to get that shit off my chest because when I took my little leave, I didn't make a show. Hey, you guys want to see me for a week or 2 weeks? You know,
Who
I
does
just
that? That's some
yeah.
bitch shit. Just leave, motherfucker. You ain't that important. Let me tell you how important anybody is here. I don't care how pivotal you are. If you stick your finger in a glass of water and you remove that finger, that's how quick the void that you left is filled up. You ain't that important. Trust me. Just go. Shut the fuck up and go.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Because that's just like what a bitch would do. Like, oh, I don't like the show. I'm leaving. It's like, bitch, get up and just walk to the motherfucking exit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you want attention for leaving. That's why I said early on, this wasn't nothing but a campaign for a sector blowjob. You want to read people type and come on your line and all this other shit. And it's like, man, shut your bitch ass
Monty
up.
Munchkin did the exact same thing, except his sounded more sincere. He sounded
Damn.
more sincere. But Lamar, he's weakening. The bum is weakening. I remember he threw in the I'm gonna squash this beef with Soto Nation because you guys are clowning the shit out of me. Everybody was clowning the holy shit out of him. Hold on a second. Barrio 13, click the link, Holmes. Click the link, Holmes. I'll refry your motherfucking ass like some pinto beans, bitch. I promise you. I promise you. You're just a cheerleader. You're a receptionist, a typist.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, good looking. What is it? Tina Turner giving headshots. Damn, Mike Mills couldn't get over 20 viewers with pro cutoff shirt. Chris on my shirts do be cut off. But yeah, man, yeah. That again, you're right. You 100% right, Beasley. I mean, why would you? And you diagnosed it as a attention whore yourself. You know attention whore.
That's all it is.
You know, and hey, the chat is saying Brand Blake saying L Thought is having pigeon tomorrow. Oh man, god damn.
And the little girl's gonna wear them Frozen dresses.
Man,
I
that's crazy.
gave away 5 turkeys.
Man. But like I said, man, the way these motherfuckers conduct themselves, the whole union of the monkey and the bum, I mean, that shit is weak as fuck, dog. I mean, even though I can't stand the monkey, I hate him the most. When I come to Atlanta,
He's the most despicable.
yeah,
They are 2 pieces of shit.
right.
They are 2 pieces of shit.
But again, man, you know, and I look at him like, Mike, you shit-eating idiot. How the fuck does this benefit you? You look like a bitch by even entertaining this shit.
What is he doing?
What did he offer you to make you say, you know what, this is something and then to sit there, I've been waiting on this for months. What? All y'all have done is agree to not talk about each other and then join forces in roasting. How is that anything? I mean, how is that a big deal to your fucking life to where you're on his show all the goddamn time? He comes and co-hosts your shit very rarely. You're always over there as a cameo.
They burned everybody around them.
Yeah. Ain't no because who else is gonna fuck with him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody that they crossed, dog, betrayed, every fucking body. You know?
No, it's the truth. So they only have each other.
Like I said,
you make me feel my Mighty real.
Hey, you know what, man? He played. Yeah, it was a video that he played. Somebody screenshotted me a picture of him, his ex, like all at their graduation. Hey, I'm gonna make a YouTube announcement. Lamar Jr. ain't Lamar's biological son. He's
You
two
fuck.
different colors. He's two different colors from the parents. He looks like he don't look like
Nah. You
you
ain't
don't.
seen that Zambian bitch. That Zambian bitch is black as half past midnight.
Then that woman he was talking about wasn't the mother, man.
Hold
Because
on. Who marries a Zambian bitch?
well, I don't know about that, Beasley. Zambia's an undesirable place, Beasley.
Who marries a Zambian bitch? I just want to know who. Do you know anybody else that married a Zambian bitch?
I don't know no Zambians, period.
Okay. So who marries a Zambian bitch?
I wouldn't. I would. Shit.
But who marries a Zambian bitch? Just because you say you would, you haven't.
I mean, I don't see your point. I mean, because it'd be
Man,
different.
Mfufu, man. Niggas don't marry Mfufu, man.
Hey, is that from Raw?
Yeah. You don't marry Mfufu, man. Come on. Hey, Demar, I want half of this dust pile we have. I want half, but you have nothing. I should have married the Princess Amunda. You bum.
Right. Hey, UKDQ, you don't know what sweet potato pie is? That hasn't crossed the Atlantic.
They call them yams. The yardies call them yams.
Brand Blake loves that
They
shit.
eat sweet potatoes, but they don't know because I've had sweet potatoes in Jamaica, and they call them yams. In fact, the Jamaicans got more varieties of sweet potato and yams, and it's a real like a yam. A yam is oranges on the inside, where a sweet potato is white, and they're similar, but they're different. But in Jamaica, they grow all types of similar type things that grow in the ground like that. So she's probably not had sweet potato pie, but she's had sweet potatoes and yams and all the mixtures.
Okay. See, but yeah,
It's
but
no,
that's a
it's nomenclature.
yeah, it's a complete. That shit has not crossed the Atlantic though, because UKDQ is baffled by the creation. Like you guys, you turn
If she were
sweet potatoes into
if she
pies.
if she were to Google it and look it up, because Jamaica's got different words for stuff that we eat. And you know, Jamaican food is so good if you go to a Jamaican restaurant, because real Jamaicans, instead of just getting some nutmeg out of the jar, no, they get the actual fucking nutmeg and grind that shit themselves. Everything is fresh, 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 and it makes a big difference. We use sweet potatoes in soup and hard food here. Well, they make pies. They make pies.
Okay, one thing about UK, the actual UK, the nation, they're not known for their delicacies. As a matter of fact, they're known as one of the worst. Them, Scotland, Ireland, horrible
Yeah,
diets. Like,
yeah, well, just basic food: potatoes, fish, beef, not seasoned that great. They're
yeah, no
definitely
wonder.
they're definitely not the French or the Italians or even the Germans for that matter. But Jamaicans, on the other hand, man, they whip it up, and it's a variation. There's peas and rice, and you got curry, you've got the goat, you got the chicken, got beef. Um, I really like Jamaican food in Jamaican restaurants, partly because the freshness of the ingredients. Am I right, UKDQ? I'm not talking to you, Beasley, you son of a bitch. You called me a black bitch. I've never forgiven you. I'm going to get you one day, Beasley. Oh, but it's the truth, though.
Hey, Hawk, you're right, man. Very little natural resources. Yeah, that's why those motherfuckers left those turds they call home and destroyed the fucking planet. So I agree.
Right.
Spider-Man says, Beasley, what do you
Shit.
know about the UK, old man?
Oh, man. What do you know about my dick, troll?
That's so fucking brutal.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
so fucking brutal.
Yeah, 'cause I know who
The
I be playing with
punishment,
this shit.
the punishment does not fit the crime.
Man,
God damn.
right, right. Hello, Beasley. Off with his head. Off. 30 lashes.
Jesus.
30 lashes. Nah, you gotta send the message to the motherfuckers. They still don't get it. You gotta slay motherfuckers on a daily goddamn basis, man.
God
Shit.
damn. That's what
Yeah,
made
but
that
I
so
don't see
funny.
why these dudes have to make announcements that they're leaving or they're changing their platform. Just fucking do it and shut the fuck up. Just like why does Monty Munchkin gotta make a fucking video, a YouTube video? Listen to me, audience, that you're deciding to go into a business venture. Motherfucker, just do it. You ain't got no plans on doing it. You put it out there because nobody in real life cares, and you've got about 7 or 8 captive motherfuckers, right? They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, it's great. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious." How can everything all the time, according to them, how come nobody ever disagrees with you? That's why you're stupid enough to think that you could raise money, that your movies were that good, because they're not. They're not. Some of the skits are funny, yes, mind you, but the movies, they suck. By you believing the bullshit that your own team tells you, the fucking misfits, the fucking Wafies and the Woodfoots and the hot pussy Jessies. God damn, you got some hot pussy.
Oh God.
No, serious, man. That motherfucker steams. That motherfucker steams. I miss that pussy. Maybe one day.
God damn.
Never made nothing like a boomerang trip. Um, that's why you're deluded into thinking that your product is that good. And it's not. That's why you ain't raised no money. You know, and there's no need to go on and say you're going to start a food truck. Start a food truck, motherfucker. Don't nobody care. Good luck to you. Go make $1 million. Sell 1,000 hamburgers and shit. I mean, go for it. Why make a goddamn video to explain this shit? That I don't get. That I don't get. If you want to go be a fucking pig like your mama, then go be a fucking pig.
God damn.
They don't hire no 40-year-old pigs with broke backs that are counterfeiters. You know, but if you want to be a pig, go be a motherfucking pig. Bye. Go do it. I don't think, motherfucker, you in 6 months, you're like Jethro Bodine on the fucking Beverly Hillbillies. I think I'm going to be a scuba diver. I think I'm going to be a race car driver. I think I'm going to be a bullfighter. Motherfucker, go goddamn do it. Shit. Announcement ass making motherfuckers, man. Looking for fucking approval from trolls.
Man.
And I'm sorry that your channel got flagged down. Well, no, maybe I'm not. Sucks. Sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, they took the whole motherfucking thing. I'm like, damn.
Whole kit and caboodle. Bye-bye.
God damn.
Like chopping on a tree.
See, I didn't know. I don't know that process, man. But god damn, because at first, you know, all I'm a victim of is like losing a video being put on prison, but to lose the whole bitch, shit. God damn, I don't even know these. Shit.
Cliff used to come on the show. You go, hey y'all, what's going on? They say, Cliff, what's the matter? You sound dead. Oh no, I'm all right. Just flag my channel down.
Hey man, hey, listen, I would laugh at that. Before I lost my shit, I used to think that shit is funny, like, oh, you give too much of a fuck about your channel. But that's your fucking creation, man. I mean,
right.
That shit hurts.
So what happens? You try to log on and it just don't let you. It like gives you the fucking error warning.
Yeah, gives you that pink slip. Like, man, that shit don't exist no more.
What I don't get, YouTube has to know what's going on over here. And it's been going on for a long time. Why the fuck they go like, all right, let's see, Monty Woodgrain. Yeah, he's got about 84 flag channels. He wants another one. Go ahead, give it to him. You ain't gotta pass no test, and motherfuckers come to him do the same shit.
Right, and you're right. And but like I said, this behavior, like how we behave, is rampant on YouTube. Every corner of this bitch has this type of crowd, like rabid, disgusting people and fans. You know, and this is all YouTube's really known for. You know, rarely is YouTube helpful, or those that help, rarely do they escape it.
All kind of shit's on YouTube. You can figure out how to solve just about every goddamn problem. All kinds of shit. How to fix your '67 Camaro. I got a rip in my leather couch. I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck. I put it on, just Google it, and there's YouTube videos on how to fix it.
Yep. Yep.
Come on, man. YouTube is the shit for stuff like that. Man, I'm into aquariums. Go look at some of the aquariums they have set up, and they tell you what to do and how to do it, and different hookups where to like to get fish. If you want to do it that way.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. So YouTube has a lot of resource. We're just choosing to use it this way.
Yeah, that's real shit. And again, you know, like you said, if somebody has made a video on damn near everything you can think of, you know what I'm saying?
What about the music you can find? Man, I can reach back into think of a song, like an obscure song, and find that motherfucker.
Yeah.
The group that was the one-hit wonder. Not to mention, man, they've got jazz albums, man, and soft jazz albums, catalogs. Not to mention the hip hop.
Right.
All the shit that I bought over the years, these young people can listen to for free. The whole album.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people do it, and they know shit. And they're aware of things. But Barrio, you can hit the link. I know you're not gonna hit the link. You just like talking shit. You just like talking shit with no consequences whatsoever. Because I'll burn you, boy. I'll burn you in Spanish. I'll burn you in Spanish and English. In fact, I'm the one-hit wonder of the trolls. Motherfucker, I got 5 hits a week when I'm rolling at my peak. Ain't no future in your fronting.
Instigating troll said, Mike, LA, and Kevin run this sector, and they are doing big things. The dream team. What?
Oh man.
Oh man, that was you made my day, bitch ass troll. That was funny.
Oh boy.
Oh, Harley Quinn is in here. Hey Harley, man. At any point you dive into your bag of self-fellatio, I'm letting you go because you're constantly talking about who harassed you and how you're
kick that
this.
bitch out, man. Give me your goddamn wrench, man.
No, man.
I kick that bitch out just for the fuck of it. Then she'd be begging to come back. You're just mad because I get underneath your skin. Bitch, how you gonna run my psychology on me, bitch? That's old psychology. She ain't gonna work on me. Give a fuck. I don't have to like you. Who the fuck is Harley Quinn in real life though? Or in pop culture?
I have no idea. Oh, you talking about in pop? Oh, that's the Joker's bitch.
The Joker's bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's popular now because angry clowns are popular.
Well, I mean, it's popular because I mean that character started in the cartoon and then from there went to the comic books. But it's a popular character. But Harley, what I'm talking about is you're in chats all the time talking about how who's
man,
stalking
you explaining something to this motherfucker. That motherfucker knows what he does.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Case K, you have made the same joke for the past 10 fucking minutes, and I've ignored it each time. I've addressed it once. I've said that this is our first Thanksgiving together, you and I as a family. But you keep saying I'm going to spend Thanksgiving alone. I read it 10 minutes ago, bitch. Let's see.
Oh man, I can't get you Harley Quinns and fake Harley Quinns. The difference is y'all one thing to me, bitches. Yeah, man. Hoe without instructions headed for destruction, man.
Let's see. Cookie Money. What up, Chris? My bad for saying fuck you the other day. Ain't mean that shit. Your girl Curious had me.
Oh man, cook that bitch ass motherfucker out of here too. There's some shit talking motherfuckers with no consequences. I don't never get a chance to get out of them. Yeah, fuck with me, Cookie Money. Come click the link, biatch. Click the link. Everybody got something to say. They throwing rocks from far away. Come tangle with the master of disaster, man. The masterpiece mouthpiece, the spectacular, spectacular. Because I kill all them motherfuckers, and they know it.
Hey,
I'm just the only one. I'm just the only one.
Hey, Cookie Money, man. I didn't even see you say fuck me, and plus, like I said, man, you know, you one of the trolls I find funny, so I don't take that shit personal, dog. So,
I take it all personal. Fuck all you motherfuckers. That's Chris. I want to kill you. I'm gonna make a rap record about you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. That nigga Sniles is definitely a lunatic, man. He said he's bipolar. That means two poles. And I know this nigga better than just about 99% of you. Because we used to fuck with each other on the side. Could be a cool cat. Until you see him under pressure. Man, if this pressure got that hot for me, I'm breathing heavy because I want to fuck your sister.
Oh shit.
Styles
Hey,
is cool. Styles a cool ass nigga, man. I could vibe with him cool, but this shit done flipped his brain out, man, and turned him into a different person. Well, it's funny to hear him on the panel with Monkey MILLZ and with the bomb, because he done threatened to kill both of them. You notice Lamar ain't got nothing but nice things to say about him. And the more that is evident, it really lets me know that nigga really did have some motherfuckers pull up in some Suburban and say, yeah, nigga, look out the window. Yeah, we out here, nigga. What is it? You Ben Harper bum? This is the snake dance. Yeah. Oh man, that nigga Tommy's one thing I like. Tommy's a coon. I do not like coons. I do not like people that don't appreciate and acknowledge the struggle of black people in America and the resiliency of black people in America that want to constantly put down black people. Yeah, black people have their issues, as do many other ethnic groups, as many other human beings. However, Tommy is what you call a niggified coon. Would you agree with me there, Chris? They already called you a coon, so I'm saying he's a niggified coon. He'll cook you.
You got to define that. What's a niggified coon?
A niggified coon, Xanatos Clutch is a white boy coon. He's a wannabe white boy. Tommy is a niggified coon. He got some nigga in him. Remember I told Xanatos that day, embrace the nigga in you?
Yeah,
there are some advantages.
I remember that.
Man, Cookie Bunny, click the link. How come nobody don't want to click the link though? Let me know when you get here. Unless but I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna go drive in my nice S5.
Whoa, let me stop you right there, boy, because I heard you unzip your pants and I heard your ribs cracking. No.
I'm about to. You don't part of my game, Chris. You got let me run my game. Don't let it bother you. It's part of my game, Chris.
Hey, no, listen.
Don't you know my ancient dick gets hard when I hear him talk about 60 inches televisions?
Oh, Beasley.
When I heard
Jesus Christ.
When I heard Ugly Angie talk about, and who brags about shopping on Groupon? Bitch, I'm just talking to fill the air at the bus stop and need some air filling time sometime. So I just talk about all the shit I'm buying, like a new coffee maker and a coffee press, organic coffee, and I'm looking for a cruise. That's part of my game. These motherfuckers hate this shows how miserable some of these people are. They don't want to see you with a new coffee maker or some cologne. Or this cross. I'm not even a Christian, man, but this cross got yellow diamonds and white diamonds. God damn.
Hey man, this is so.
Hold on a second. Wait, you a Detroit nigga. Y'all got haters in you too. And Detroit,
what the fuck is your problem?
I'm just, nigga, I've been around Detroit motherfuckers. Ass niggas, boy. Wearing color gators and shit.
Man,
they come out to LA looking so motherfucking country. Like, dude, you gotta tone it down, man.
Country compared to motherfuckers wearing
not
Taylors and khakis.
Not compared to. I don't wear that shit.
No, what I'm saying is we're talking because you're throwing the Detroit is Gator City, and you know y'all talking about
Gator City. Players wear gators nationwide.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is y'all uniform for the streets is a whole nother thing.
Players wear gators nationwide. In fact, we're gonna have a gator challenge and an ostrich challenge. And I bet I'll be the only one with some exotic shoes. Y'all motherfucking, the best y'all can do is a pair of goddamn Jordans.
Well, like,
Because that's the truth.
well, if we were to do that, I could match you.
Chris, you didn't brag when you were single, though.
No, I can match you. I can match you on the Gator challenge. I can match you on that.
I don't know if you could match me, but you might got you a pair.
I can. Well, look, I can compete. If you talking about Gators and ostrich,
There
I can
you
compete.
go. There you go.
So
Well,
you may have more than me, but I can
No, I
compete.
don't have more. I don't wear them too often, but I still got them. They're still in shoe trees. I still take them to go get shined and polished up, and so that they don't crack. You know, every few months, inside of bags, taking care of them.
Yeah, shoes trees, man. They are very necessary.
They are necessary.
Because you know you're a country motherfuckers when you get that crease top to front. I'm like, yeah, when you take them bitches off, you just sit them there. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, they'll fuck up my fucked up ass. My feet are wide as shit. My feet are wide as man. I just every time I just look at why they got these broke ass witches, man. How is you a witch and you broke? You got all this goddamn power, and you live with your mother, or you on Section 8. I don't believe you.
That's my whole thing about this black candles. You know, you got all this mystic power, and yet you're fucked up in the game. You're broke. The first spell I'm going to cast is that $1 million spell. I'm going to say abracadabra shazam, and I'm going to wake up to a fucking a pile of money. That's my first spell. Then after that, then I'll be black candles and all this other shit. But you out here broke, depressed, buying dime bags of fucking weed, and I'm supposed to believe you can put prices on motherfuckers? With that type of, that's $1 million talent. If I could prove a candle could fuck up somebody's life, I'd be a fucking millionaire. How the fuck you broke and you got all and you control the unseen? Man, suck it, bitch.
Ugly Angie's a warlock too. I mean, she's a witch too. Empire, read your cards, bitch. Why don't you go read you some goddamn money, yo?
Hey, what started that beef between you and her, man? Because I ain't got no problem with Angie, but how did y'all start hating each other? Was this some TRS shit?
No, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That shit's ancient history. I didn't even have no problems with that bitch. I just saw a bitch that needed a cooking. I was trying to entertain the people, man. I got a responsibility.
God damn. This was an unwarranted roast? I thought y'all had problems. God, you're fucked up.
Fucked up. I'm a troll.
God damn.
I purposely started some shit because I know motherfuckers don't like her. And she's ugly as fuck. Plus, that bitch was on their front on my property here in North Carolina. You piss poor bitch. You was begging people for $100 on the side of the goddamn road.
Oh God. Hey Beasley, what do you know about because they in the chat talking about Gorilla Glue, Girl Scout cookies, and what the fuck is ATF? Do they fuck with that out there in California?
Gorilla Glue #4 is some exotic ass, high power, put you to sleep weed. Girl Scout cookies is another very, very indica heavy strain that's powerful, lovely, very, very strong. But it's nighttime weed, you know. It's nighttime weed. I've kind of graduated from those things. Well, I still would have them. I fuck with these vape pens, man. I got 3 vape pens on my desk with an indica, a sativa, and a mix and a hybrid. But you know, I'm a real player like that. I can do that at $45 a cartridge.
ATF is Alaska Thunderfuck. Have you had that?
I haven't, but you know, I mean, what the fuck? I'm fucking with this sour diesel right now.
And hey, Port City, man, any mention of rocks, sun rocks, or moon rocks, I'm gonna think that's code for crack rock.
Nah, moon rocks is where they take keef and ground up. Keef is like the crystallized part of the weed plant, of the inside of the plant, the shit that shakes off, where they clip it off, and it's real high power. And they take that, they mix it with these oils, these CNB, CBN oils, these cannabinoid oils, and they build something with them. They roll it around in that shit, and that shit ain't nothing to play with. That shit ain't nothing to play with. That should have you wreck your car and shit. And weed ain't good if you don't leave your keys in the trunk of your car and get to your house and don't know where the fuck your keys are, or you don't leave your keys in the car, or you know you leave like, God damn, Why did I put my wallet in the refrigerator?
Damn.
You do some. Oh, I got one right now.
Hey, what's
Oh,
up?
what?
What's up, Hallie? What's going down, girl? Hey, Iona seems like she knows her shit. She said that Alaska shit is old, man. So whoever was bigging up Alaska, man, Iona put you in your place, man. I'm disappointed.
Just because it's old doesn't mean it's not good.
All rocks, what's going down? But no. Like I said, man, I've tried to smoke. I never got high. Only time I got high was edibles, and I got high as a motherfucker. So,
Oh man, the edibles, man, that shit. That bitches go to call 911 in my player penthouse and shit. Two fine bitches.
see,
I think I'm having a heart attack. I bet you need to sit the fuck down and drink some water is what you need to do. Oh no!
I ain't gonna front, man. When I had that shit, I mean, food tasted better. I slept like a dead person. I was high as fuck, man.
It's a good high, man. Sleep good. A lot of insomniacs around these parts, man.
Iona, are you in California?
Where's Iona?
Iona Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. Well, she might be a little more hip than others. What's amazing is that 6 or 7 years ago, 8 years ago, all of these strains that have made their way across the country and everybody knows about them, they didn't know about shit like this. Now they all claim to know about it. And then I think a lot of times they take the names and, you can sling some shit and call it whatever the fuck you want to in New York. In Washington, D.C., you can't really pull it out here because you got real live connoisseurs that know what's what. All right, I got time to do what I got to do. I already cooked Thanksgiving some days ago.
Oh, you did? Scorpio Sexy, what's up? Never Lacking, what's going down? Hey, Chris, Lay Gelato is top shelf grade. You ever heard of that? Lay Gelato? Lay Gelato?
Gelato is like Italian ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, you know what?
Could be some weed called Lay Gelato, though. They think of all kinds of names.
See, man.
And Barrio Fido, you are a typing bitch. Why you gotta type fucking paragraphs? You a paragraph typing bitch. You can't make your point quick and to the point. God damn. One of them long-winded. I don't even think that motherfucker's Mexican. No, motherfucker might be Mexican, but that don't say much. There's tons of Mexicans. Donald Trump, motherfucker, Barrio. You're gonna be doing this fucking shit from Guadalajara pretty soon. Go ship your motherfucking ass out. This is a motherfucker that fucking harasses me and says, I left South Central. You should have never left South Central to go be around crackers. The fuck, man? I'm trying to live a nice life. Fuck, I want to live around helicopters and gunshots for. And motherfuckers like you. Oh, shit.
Damn, man. You know what? Weed ice cream. God damn. Do they just pour the weed juice on it, or I mean, what do they do? Like to create it? Do they just take the THC and just pump it into the I mean, have you ever had that shit?
Oh, you make it with the butter. Everything is all based on the butter.
Damn.
They take the leaves. They take a lot of the leaves and a lot of the male plants or whatever. They take the leaves when they harvest the shit, and then they boil it in a pot, and you put it in with some oil, and then you strain it, and then you put it into little cubes and canisters, little things that you pour into little molds, and then you put it in the refrigerator, and it fucking freezes, gets cold like a butter. And that shit's not no joke either. Put some in your fucking oatmeal, you'll be fucking drooling before you finish the bowl of oatmeal. These things are not okay. Gelato, it's an indica. It's the name of an indica. All right, I believe that too. Yeah, you make an oil butter and then you substitute it for the normal oil butter. Yeah, Hawk knows what he's talking about. Yeah, you make a butter, and that butter, like for a stick of butter in the dispensaries, they want $70. My brother knows how to make that shit, but I don't even like having that shit around. Put some of that shit on some goddamn bread. You'll sleep, man. You'll wake up and it'll be like, damn, what happened to Thanksgiving? Why is everybody eating turkey soup? Like you've been asleep for 3 days.
Damn. That shit is that potent. So is it a lot or is it just like a little mini stick?
It doesn't take much because They boil, you boil the leaves, and then you mix it with like vegetable oil, and then you strain it, and then you have like a liquid, and then it congeals, and then you refrigerate it, and it's a butter. And the dispensaries is going to be really good too.
So Beezy, let me ask you this: the shit that y'all used to celebrate back when you were a young man, that quality of weed is considered dirt today, or did y'all have some fire back then?
We have fire back then. It's stronger now, but they're good weed, man. Ever since I can remember. Cess. Yeah, man, we in the Mecca in California. Christmas tree bud. Back like in the 80s, in the 80s, the indicas were real popular. Down south, up here, they like this they called it cess, but it was more sativa, and which is more of a cerebral high. The indicas get your whole body high. Most of the strains they make now are hybrids, which is a mixture of the two. And some people are in. Go ahead.
No, I was about to read Scorpio Sex. Seems like the ladies, Scorpio and Iona, are weed experts. Sour Diesel is mid-shelf. So
No,
that
you know what? It depends on what you like. Some people only like sour diesel, and sour diesel I wouldn't consider it mid-shelf. Not the sour diesel I got right now. This shit's fucking exotic, grown to the, certain weed when they let it mature and they pick it just right. The like the smell that it gives off, it's just like you could just tell, like, oh, this is prime, mature, grown perfectly weed. And I guess you would consider it mid-shelf. I mean, that's her.
Hey, Barrio.
You know what? It's probably considered mid-shelf because there's an abundance of it because it's so popular. Some of these smaller strains that not that many people have their hands on the seeds, like a Gorilla Glue number 4. That's just like 23% THC. That shit ain't no joke.
You say 22%?
22, 23%.
Oh, that little bit will knock you down?
That's the THC content. Man, the dispensaries give you the weed now, and it'll tell you the THC level in it.
Oh, so it varies. So is 23 on the higher end, or
oh my God, it's on the higher end. Yeah.
So you can't get 80%. You can't find that. That's a unicorn, right?
Can.
But that will kill you though, right?
Make you cough like I cough, fuck you up. Make you start attacking people for no reason, just to abuse people. Oh, those cartridges.
Hey Barrio, you're right. I was gonna read that, but the chat swallowed it, and I'm not scrolling up. But that shit was funny. But the cartridges for what you do, the vapes, right?
Yeah, those are up in the 60s.
Okay, Iona Shepherd, another weed expert, says weed does not do that to her. The violence and the attacks.
I was making a joke. It doesn't do that to me either. It makes me peaceful.
Okay, so now.
But I was high when I cooked her.
hey, listen. When it comes, hold on, Bees. I gotta ask you something. In your experiences, around what time, what era, what decade did the weed take a leap in quality, a leap in availability? You know what I mean? Or is it that if you've been in California, you're not qualified to answer that because it's always been.
California's always been available. There was a drought in the summer of '86, but it's always been available. There's always been good weed. There's always been brown weed like Barrio Fino 13 smokes. That dirt Mexican weed and shit. The weed that when they sneak in this country, they stick it up their ass and everything and shit it out. And then you smoke it, that shit weed, Labrador. It's always been around. It's really a good time to be alive for weed smokers.
Okay.
You can't avoid users. See Styles? You see how you be coughing all the time?
Yeah.
That's because you be smoking that good weed.
Now, You know what? Like I said, man, that would be a dope show. Get all the motherfuckers who really are smokers and debate and converse over the strands that they like, the highs that it gets. That'll be dope.
I don't know how different it is. You know, it's fun to talk about it when you're like 14 and just started doing it. I take breaks from time to time. I took an 8 month break earlier. I was miserable. Now I'm happy again. Here we go.
Barrio said Beasley, you mad because I didn't sell you that chronic essay. Oh man.
No, I'm mad, man, because you caught me holding your sister like a bowling ball, home in the back, and you got mad.
Hey, Cookie Money said, MJ, the further away from you I am, the better. I don't want to be anywhere near your suction radius. Oh man. Jesus Christ, man. So how long have you been vaping and piping and all the other shit?
I don't know. Did you sell 50s, hundreds, or just 20s, or did you give a deal if somebody wanted more?
Well, the more you bought, the better the deal.
I'm just fucking with you. I've been smoking weed since before you were born.
No. I'm not asking when you start. I'm talking about you've changed your mechanism. You don't do
Man,
it.
somebody gave me a vape pen about 3 or 4 months ago. I had heard of them, but I wasn't sure about it.
Hey, Dragonfly Jones, the homosexuality is not allowed here. I got to get you the fuck out of here,
What
man.
is he
Time out.
talking about?
Chris is sexy as fuck for an old man.
Oh, that
You're a
ain't that
dude.
bad. That ain't that bad.
That's awful.
That ain't that bad. Could be
Dragonfly, I gotta
worse.
sit you
No, I've
down, my
seen a
friend.
whole lot worse.
Fuck that. I had to sit down, instigating troll. He was talking about I got a guy crush on you, but I'm not gay. Yeah, sit down. No, hell no.
Hey, man, my sister's 80. Don't knock it home. You shouldn't even knock it. You should try it. You shouldn't knock it before you try it. Slipping into darkness. Where you from, though, Vario 13? Meet me at Chabalitas, and I'll buy you a rat taco off the truck.
Hey, Iona and Scorpio. Hey man, what are y'all favorite strains? As a matter of fact, for the chat, anybody, let me know your favorite strains. Jesus Christ. Let me know your favorite strains, man. I'm just curious about the name. Jesus, man. Feel free to mute that cough. Hey, but yeah, type your strains. I'm just curious about the names of this shit. Iona type Paris. Damn. Okay, MJ says Beasley, SoCal weed versus NorCal weed. What's your opinion?
No difference. It's the same shit.
Hey, MJ, what's your opinion, man? Shit, which
No
one?
difference. There seems to be more of an abundance here, but there's plenty of weed in LA. There's no difference. There's dispensaries both these places. They travel up and down the state and feed all the dispensaries. So there's no difference. I would
Damn.
say they're a little bit more into it up north, into the whole political and the culture thing of it. You know, where weed is really a culture, where you have serious cannabis activists that have all these conventions and they're more, when I say politicized, you know, they're support political candidates.
Right, and they put shit on ballots to vote for. Yeah, they
Right,
serious.
right. That's why they and shit, Oaksterdam, they had a fucking university that taught you
How
the
to
ins
grow it?
and outs of hins of everything, how to operate a dispensary, how to do everything.
Hold on, we got some exotics, man. Iona's serious. Yoda Strand, she named. Cookie Money, OG Kush, Cookie. I'm disappointed, man. That's so goddamn typical.
Nothing like OG Kush. OG Kush is some wonderful weed, man.
Is it? All right, man. I take it back, Cookie.
Yeah.
MK Ultra from Hulk. Have you had that?
Man, he fuck with nothing called MK Ultra. That's what they do in the fucking Kanye right now. They fucking deprogramming his ass. How the fuck you go crazy? And they put you in a psychiatric hole. Man, he's gonna sign his papers and bit, man. That's what real witches do. That's what real witches do. You fake fucking bootleg ass YouTube witches. You cyber witches. You broke witches. Real witches are driving in fucking Lamborghinis and flying across the world.
Hey, that's real shit. Hey,
Yeah.
Scorpio Sexy, Platinum Jack, Gelato, Gorilla Cookies. Damn, that's exotic. Hawk says Gorilla Glue, Iona, Paris OG Strand. Who else? Any other dope ass names?
Oh, they got all kind of names, man. They got all kind of names.
Damn. Yeah, shit. Exactly. My NorCal peeps have more strands and availability than SoCal. That's from MJ.
Yeah, but there's plenty of weed in LA.
Out here, all you find is diesel and purple. I quit selling loud when half of babies dropped to $35. Fuck, I ain't taking the risk on Reggie profits. You would think DC would have. DC's a major U.S. And it's a postal city. You would think DC would have some killer. I'm disappointed. All they got is that rap weed.
Man, they got probably good weed there. You just got to know the right people.
Lisa
Shit.
Love was going down.
DC, they smoke both. They smoke PCP and crack and this and mixed up all together and shit. And they go get naked. That's some 70s shit. They call it boat. They roll it up in a blunt.
Yeah. Love boat. That's what they call it. Love boat. Oh, well, Cookie Money. Look, that's terrible. That's right. DC does have did legalize recreational. So if you out here and you can only get 2 strands, man, and this shit is legal in your town, man, Cook, man, I'm disappointed.
Shit.
Platinum Girl Scout cookies. You ever had that?
I have. That's just a hybrid between Girl Scout cookies and Platinum Kush.
Oh, okay.
Anything platinum is top shelf, right? Whatever your name is in the chat room.
John Smith was going down. It's called Lovely in DC. Yeah, that some more of that PCP, that wet.
I see them off that shit. Getting in the water, you just taking a bath. Who's that nigga on that nag? Who's that nigga in the goddamn water fountain at the train station?
Damn.
Oh shit. No, to leave that shit alone.
Iona, did we say headband? You ever had that headband?
Excellent. Love it. Love headband. Oh, you know what? I got my favorite one. We all gonna die. Talking about weed, goddamn. LA Confidential. That's the best weed ever. If you get the right. See, it's hard to get consistency though, where the same LA Confidential can be the same LA Confidential. But LA Confidential is probably some of the best weed that I've had.
LA Confidential.
Oh man, that's just cold blooded. I like it to I like the herb to have a nice finish to it, where it's mature weed. And it doesn't have just to be strong expando, but I want it to smell really good. And I want it to smell kind of, I like the sweet ones. They've got like Sour Diesel is a sweet one, but I like it to smell like very piney and Christmas tree. We used to go to New York back in the days, in the 90s and the 80s, and blaze some of that shit up in a crowd. The motherfuckers say, God, what you smoking over here? Can I hit it? Oh my God, what the fuck? You from Cali, huh? You from Cali.
So John Smith asked, do you guys have a weed triangle in California? Was that something you heard of?
I think he's talking about up north, up in Humboldt and everything. That's some shit he saw on television.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they got weed triangles, hexagons, octagons, quadragons, quintagons, all that shit. You hit it, you smoke it. Shit. Talk about a weed kaleidoscope.
Hey, Barrio, I don't know if this when I read it first, now that I read
LA
it.
Confidential.
East LA? Is that a real thing?
That's what Barrio's saying. I wish Barrio wouldn't fuck with me because I like LA people. This motherfucker just wants to keep on though. I know it's a troll thing, but fuck. Let mine breathe.
God damn.
I got monkeys and bums on my nuts and munchkins and shit. I fuck with the heavyweights, man.
Hey, you're awful.
I
Hey, Elm
fuck with.
City, what was you when you say you were trolling? What were you? What were you? What account was you? Oh, were you the samurai motherfucker? My bad. I didn't know. I didn't ban it. I just put it on timeout.
I love East LA, man. East LA is a whole different world that you could live in LA all your life and not know too much about East LA. You know, it's a trip about East LA and kind of like close to downtown and a little bit west of downtown. East LA is Mexican, primarily Mexican. And guess what? They speak English. Everybody's speaking English. Go up there downtown and west of downtown where those Salvadorians are, where the Serrucha, Trucha. What you know about that barrio they be running you, chasing you down the street, huh? Oh shit. It's them crazy Salvadorians. And
Hey,
the Guatemalans.
you ever had caramel popcorn? The caramel?
Not no weed. Oh shit.
Iona, what's the name of that Snoop strand? I did not know that.
Cookie Money, we don't want to talk about what you used to do, nigga. What you doing now? Smoke something, nigga. Talk all that goddamn shit. Cookie Monster.
Oh, is his name Iona? I didn't know that.
I think these trolls forgot that I'm a troll just because they hear me talking. Are there Salvadorians in East LA? Probably not that many. Most of the people in East LA, there's immigrants, of course, but they're usually probably coming to stay with their well-established families that have been in Mexico, that have been here in LA for decades and decades and decades and centuries. There are Mexican families from California, from Los Angeles, that have been here longer than white people. And in fact, a lot of them look just like white people.
Okay, Hawk, he's saying that Snoop has moon riders from Scorpio Sexy. Hawk says Leafs by Snoop. Damn.
It ain't that hard to get you a fucking strain. All you got to do is take one of these dudes who's a botanist or a bootleg botanist, and they hybrid and they mix two strains together that haven't been mixed together before.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Bees. Have you had a strain? Is there something that you don't like? Have you tasted some shit like, hey, this is overrated, or I ain't fucking with this? Or do you like anything that you like?
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But if anything I don't like, I was like, oh wow, this just got me too high. I can't function off of this. I'm entering in the wrong way. I backed my car into somebody's car.
That's high as hell?
No, I haven't done that, but you can do it.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's fucked up. I know, and I have when I was younger, and I didn't do it because I was younger, I did it because I was high. I have out of my parking stall that I would leave, every day for years. I have driven into one of them fucking cement things and fuck my car up, fuck up a $3,000 paint job. That'll get you mad in a motherfucker.
Damn.
Oh man, I can't wait to go for a ride this afternoon. It's clearing up. That blue car I sent you a picture of that I'm selling?
Yeah.
I think I'm keeping that motherfucker. That shit rides too smoothly. Too smooth.
Damn, man, it's a lot. I didn't know.
You should read up. There's a lot of information online. I don't bother to read it. I signed up for this shit called Leafly, which is supposed to be like the Bible, but they send you fucking 2 emails a day. I don't need to know all that.
Bullets, what's going down? Hey, when I was in college, I remember it was a couple of times one of the guys in college fuck around and left out the high times, and I could appreciate how good the weed looked in that shit. But just the numbers, the cost of it, that's an expensive fucking habit.
Either that or, some of us, we might have killed somebody by now.
Right, yeah, that's real shit.
Or choked somebody out.
That's real shit. But I mean, like I said, because even now, even though I don't smoke, and I've tried to smoke, I just don't know how to smoke or whatever.
It's not for you.
Eating them edibles, like I said, if
that's just dangerous.
I get how people fuck with this shit. Because when I tried that shit and I was spacey as fuck, that's why I didn't do it again. I was like,
what did you eat?
brownies, and I had one was a brownie. The other time was a cookie. It was me and my ex, and her girl had brought that shit from San Francisco. So me and her, we had our own. High as
Man,
a motherfucker.
my XX. It's funny that you mentioned XX. That's like the bitch before the last bitch, or not just any bitch, but your bitch at the time.
Right.
My bitch was over here last night. I should have gotten the air just to say, yeah, who are you? She said, I'm Beasley's bitch. They'd have got a kick out of that. And then they would have told me that it was my mother or something. But
Yeah,
right,
that's exactly what they would have
they
said.
don't they don't they
That's
don't
your
give
nurse. That's not his
it's your
girlfriend.
nerves, right. They don't give a motherfucker an inch.
Hey, Cook, hold on one second. Hey, Cook, he says, how do you know this shit? You're an XD boy. You're supposed to keep your ears to the street just in case you got to make a comeback. Well, like I said, with me, I always looked at weed and coke as an elephant and a mouse. So once I started off slanging weed, and once I got into the other lane, weed to me was it. I mean, I couldn't care less, And but again, with the strains and all of that, that shit fascinates me because I like learning. Because this shit is like the names. I mean, I remember some shit was called Northern Lights, and they got all types of the Incredible. I mean, all types of shit in
A
that
lot
day.
of it started in Amsterdam. The seeds like White Widow. Those are
White
some of the
Widow, another one. Yeah.
those are some of the original strains, and I think that starts off with maybe 5 different distinct strains, and they've created all of them since then. But California's taking it to another level, and now you got the people in Oregon, and man, come on, man, it's a thriving industry too.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's motherfuckers is making a killing. You know,
Yeah, Leafly is the app for weed. Yeah, I don't hardly read it. I don't need to read that much. I like having it around. I don't even have to smoke it because I can't smoke that much of it because it's too strong for the most part, or it gets me where I can't talk shit. And I got to talk shit.
hey Cook, I respect that. Yeah, yes, yeah.
Man, fuck Cookie Money. Eat my nuts.
Jesus,
Motherfucker
God damn.
motherfucker be talking shit. Nah, they talk shit like I got a show or something. I just be on shows. Y'all forget who the real trolls are. They be attacking me and shit for no motherfucking reason, like you do a monkey or a despicable people. I'm one of y'all. Goddamn, y'all bite y'all. I guess the new takes out the old, huh?
He said, "Eat my nuts, Beasley." Oh man, Cook
They
is
be
Cook is
throwing
a
me off the
contender.
tier like I'm Santana or some shit. Hey, Santana, you coming out your cell? You going in? No, I think I'll stay in. Santana. Hey Barrio, what did he say in the movie? Oh, Santana, I don't want to be in the anime no more, Holmes. What? Yeah, I changed my mind, Holmes. I don't want to be in the anime no more. I just want to chill with Miruka. Oh man.
Well, shit, man.
So I just watched Race earlier today. Ain't a lot of work to get done. I
Race
just watched
the
the
what's the name?
movie.
Bio?
Yeah, man. Same fucking story, man. Same story. Hollywood puts it out, and they will document something of black people overcoming adversity and their place in history when they're true stories. But there's always that kind white person that helped them along, that made it possible for him, that just went against the grain and decided he loved not niggas, but this particular nigga. Same story. The Blind Side's the same fucking thing. And dude, I wonder if they have to do that to make the movies marketable. Clint Eastwood, who's really an excellent director, man, he don't turn in no clunkers, and he's 80 something years old. I didn't know that he made American Sniper. Um, Even in Bird, and I learned more. I got introduced. What I introduced? Well, I ain't that crazy about Parker's music. I like it when it's a little bit later in the 50s. That's the area that I like. Um, and Bird was kind of pre that era. But his documentary, that movie that he did on Bird, is excellent, man. Excellent and educational like a motherfucker. And of course, they have this Red Rodney character in there who's a white artist who saves him and becomes his, his main dude instead of Dizzy Gillespie, who it really was. Bird was a motherfucker, but I mean, he was a straight cold junkie. And, junkies are conniving, convincing, lying, deceptive ass motherfuckers. And he was the type that you would leave the room for a minute and he would steal your motherfucking horn and go pawn it so he can get high.
Well, god damn.
Because of Charlie Parker, the way he played the saxophone, the way he took it to whole new levels by doing melodies and notes, melodies within a melody, and then do it in such a way that it was completely original. Other jazz musicians, I'm talking about tons of them, started using heroin so they thought they could play like him.
Oh, they thought that was the the ingredient?
That's what it must be.
Gotta be the dope.
Got to be the dope.
Damn.
Turned a lot of motherfuckers into heroin addicts that are well-known artists. Stan Getz, who's an amazing saxophone player. He took most of his shit from the Prez, though, Lester Young. Lester Young was the coldest, playingest, mackinest ass, smooth dressed, good looking ass saxophone player, man. I read a book on him, and then I heard some articles, not articles, but interviews. And they asked him, Lester Young, he said he used to play the drums. He was a drum player. He said, well, how did you move from the drums to the saxophone? He said, man, it goes like this, man. We do a gig, man. And there'd be huddies out in the audience, and I'd be making eyes with them and shit. But by the time the show was over, I got to spend 45 minutes taking these fucking drums down. The fucking trumpet player, the saxophone player, the fucking bass player, everybody got them bitches. It just got to wild. I said, fuck these drums.
Damn.
He said, fuck these drums. And why them got him a saxophone?
It's crazy. Women are such a prime motivating force, boy. He switched instruments for that pussy.
Right.
Damn, man. Well, shit, Beasley, man, I'm gonna wrap this motherfucker up, man.
All right.
But it's always a pleasure, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, man, the punishment never fits the crime with you, and that shit's funny.
No, it does. It does fit the crime. It does fit the crime. You just don't see all the infractions.
No. I mean, I'm true, but I'm just saying,
Chris,
man.
all I have to do, I could be away from this shit for 18 hours, which is a long time for any of us. True. Be away for 18 hours, and I turn into a hangout, and I just start watching, and I'm like, they talking about shit to me on the show, and these motherfucking trolls that I've never interacted with are like co-signing the worst shit possible about me. Fuck these motherfuckers.
So now, okay, I see what you're doing now. So when you get on stage, you get a chance to execute. I feel what you're saying.
Nah, I just call them out. Step on up to the plate.
Yeah, no, but I get it now because this is right.
I'm not just going hard at motherfuckers for like stepping on my toe. No, these are repeated infractions, disrespect, nonstop with no punishment whatsoever. No response, man. No retribution. I'm still a troll at heart. I don't do regular hangouts. But when we do a hangout, it's like groundbreaking and shit. We release some information. In fact, man, this whole shit came out about Cliff's dick pic, man. I need to tell that story, man. Not now, but there's a story to that. They trying to pin it on me, and I wasn't alone.
So wait a minute. If you go down, you about to Nino Brown.
I wasn't alone. There's some truth to that story, what they speculating. I know the truth. I know the truth because I was there. But yeah, Vic, Cliff, we've been had your dick pic for ages. For ages. And did you see the video he did?
Yeah. But the video,
lots of dick pics out there. All of them can't be mine. Oh God.
Hey man, Cliff is the funniest motherfucker walking, man. He
God,
said
he
they
took
all
his life.
can't be mine.
And apparently he said Kiki a pick. Oh gosh.
Hey man, but
Oh shit.
yeah,
But
but Kiki said she ain't floated, so
oh man, because we've been at it. But
oh
what's better is we got his little picture when he was 5 years old. You know the part of the reason we raised a little bit of money. I'm
man.
grimy. How's that grimy than anybody else? I'd be amusing myself just like you guys amuse yourself. Cliff was talking shit, and he's a big stupid motherfucker. Why not make up some fucking troll accounts to come at him? You know he's thirsty as fuck.
Oh, so
Now the monkey MILLZ is thirsty than a motherfucker. He'll say, "Send me your pic. Send me your pic." You're like, "Hold on a second. Hold on a second." He'll say, "Fuck you, bitch. Don't fucking contact me where you block, bitch." The monkey do
damn.
that. Cliff will take any kind of abuse to get next to a bitch. He'll take any type of abuse. He say, "Let me bite your booty."
Man, man, Cliff is a war hero, man. I'm
Man,
out.
we had Cliff up all night one time, man.